This is some real guy's advice for any girl that wants to set up a profile on Match.com and doesn't want to pay for Dr. Phil's advice because what the hell is Dr. Phil going to tell you? Okay, I'll start with the most important part of any woman's profile, her pictures. First, put a picture on your site. If there's no picture, then I assume that you're either married, painfully shy, famous, or you look like a wildebeest. And if you'd like to save yourself from a potentially embarrassing situation where the date heads for the bathroom never to return, then be honest with everyone and include a photo. I mean, come on, there's someone for everyone, or at least that's what I'm supposed to say, right? Second, include an honest shot of what you look like, and maybe even a body shot. Now, before you consider me or my sex shallow, consider it this way. Match is a visual medium. Yeah, I know that they give you enough space to write a book about yourself, but men, in case you hadn't noticed, are visual animals. And there's a certain hurdle, which is different for all of us, but no less important, that we think a woman has to cross. And yeah, it's true that your personality can work in your favor or against you, but the only means I have of determining whether your personality can work for or against you is really our personal visit, not so much the profile. So, pictures, very important. And third, a couple of don'ts. Dogs are okay, guys like dogs, but consider omitting the picture of your cat, who is of course the cutest little furball ever, especially if there's more than one. 2, handheld shots are a bit cheesy. I mean, come on, you must have at least one friend that would be willing to take a picture of you. 3, and on the topic of friends, I know you have 50 friends, and I know you love group photos, but you don't need to include all of them in your profile. I mean, I've seen profiles where I can't even tell which girl it is I'm supposed to be considering. Oh, and plus your friend might be cuter than you are, so don't do that to yourself. Last, keep the black and white photos, the glamour shots, the artistically angled and color-enhanced shots for your modeling profile. I'd prefer to see you, not the you that I see on acid or after 3 martinis. Okay, profile guidelines. I'll cover the most important stuff here. First, body type. This is an important category, and if you lie on it, it's probably the first thing that we'll notice. From most guys' perspective, the best body types are, in order, slender, athletic and toned, about average, and then everything else. And even about average is suspect because we know that women nowadays consider a size 16 to be about average. I've had many arguments with women about slender versus athletic and toned, but I'll just say that most men have learned by now that women who go for a walk 3 times a week may consider themselves athletic and toned. If you can honestly say slender, just take my word for it and say slender. Okay, the standard answers for smoking is no way. For drinking is social drinker, maybe 1 or 2. That way, of course, I don't think you're a drunk, but I also realize that you're not a teetotaler. In most cases, I realize that you're probably going to break that rule during our first or maybe our second date anyway, which isn't a big deal. Other stuff that's important is naturally all the demographic information, but there's nothing for it but to be honest. I mean, we all have our thresholds. Okay, and the written profile is something that most women think is much more important to guys than it actually is. Some women write a book here, and I do mean 1 or 2 pages of information, when in reality, we just want the basics. Some girls ask me what constitutes an original profile, and I always find it easier to tell them what I see most often. So I'll make up a profile that would apply to 3/4 of the girls on Match. Let's call our girl Jennifer. Below Jennifer's Match name, JB08, is an inspirational quote. Jennifer begins by telling me that she's not so sure about being on Match, but she's tired of the bar scene. This presumably so that I don't think she's a loser who can't pick up a date in the real world. Jennifer loves the outdoors, she loves sushi, she loves to travel, she loves to cook, she loves her friends and family. And to demonstrate to me that she possesses the important qualities of motherhood, she also tells me that she loves her niece and nephew, or lacking those, her pet. Jennifer's comfortable in an evening dress because she'd prefer a man who appreciates culture, but is just as comfortable hanging out in jeans because she knows that I really prefer drinking beer at an Irish pub with a game on. Jennifer may or may not be a sports fan, but feels compelled to include something about her favorite team or sport because guys identify with that stuff, right? Then comes a long list of stuff that Jennifer's looking for in her perfect guy. Jennifer's perfect guy is career-driven, intelligent, honest, and can make her laugh. Her guy needs to be her partner and her best friend. He should be family-oriented and not into playing games. And there's probably another paragraph of stuff after this, but I'm usually too exhausted to continue. Alright, so if I'm ragging on Jennifer's profile, what should your profile say? Well, the best piece of advice is to keep it short and sweet. Just include some of the things about yourself that either define you or give you a bit of character. Like the fact that you just took up golf, but you have a wicked slice. Or that you took a trip through Europe and learned that the next time you should bring your own toilet paper. I mean, we're guys. We're into inane, sometimes goofy stuff like that. And consider only including the must-have qualities about guys that you're looking for. I mean, every guy's seen at least a couple of chick flicks, so we pretty much know what you're looking for already. A couple final pieces of advice. Don't agonize over writing a guy an email. I mean, most of us just want to know you're interested, so a wink is fine. Unless, of course, you notice something awesome, like the guy's wearing a Yanni World Tour t-shirt, and you think Yanni's the best performer in history. Otherwise, it's not that tough. Just honest pictures, honest demographics, short, meaningful profiles, avoid the perfect guy laundry lists, and just get together quickly and figure it out from there. So I hope this was helpful. I have set up a Gmail account if you really want to email me or send me a comment. Oh God, it's honestmatchadvice@gmail.com, but don't feel compelled. Just use this advice. Have a great time on Match. Goodbye.